No, would you just get out of grammar school? I didn't even ask you. What was that, man?
I'm not good enough.
No, you're good.
726.
And what's it?
Yep.
Laney?
Delaney.
Delaney.
Irish.
Okay, Irish. Okay. So they're in town. Pig here blocking this driveway. Not wearing a seatbelt.
What's up, man?
What's up? Are you familiar with Officer Fogarty?
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Pretty big conflict of interest here, huh? She becomes the professional. The gay people here in Haverhill on this nice sunny day. Now, I just wanted to stop for a minute and show you this pig here blocking this driveway. I don't know where he is, and here's another one here. So they're in town.
I think they're getting ready.
He's not blocking it completely, but
Little entourage.
you see he's a couple feet into it, and you know, this car's here like this, so you'd have to sneak through here and get out of here like this. This is car 24. Oh, and it's running. And the CAD's open. And it's running. And it's running.
Is your plate pulled up?
What is it?
Your plate is on his cat, right?
No, I don't know. I couldn't even see it. Can't see the motherfucker.
Guarantee you any money, guys.
Buckle
He's not
up.
gonna buckle up. You don't even know where he is.
He's accredited, all right. I think this is Winter Street. This cop must be in Jacqueline's over there. We're here in Haverhill still.
Is he still in the car?
I mean, the park. What is it? Gaff Park? Give this cop any bullshit artillery. Not wearing a seatbelt.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Much.
No seatbelt, huh? Man, I love you guys, man. You guys are gonna make, you
I
know,
don't think I've ever met him.
make it to the top with the no seatbelt shit. Enforcing the law with seatbelts, people, but not one of these guys will put them on. And I tell them all the time when they're pulling away, put your seatbelt on. They smile and laugh at me.
Have we ever encountered you before, officer?
I don't think so.
Yeah, what's
Rules
your
for
name,
thee,
guys?
but not
Officer
for me.
Brady, 112.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Brady?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, 112.
Are you familiar
We've been
with
around for a while.
with Officer Fogarty?
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Pretty big conflict of interest here, huh? She becomes the professional standards unit for the police station, and her husband's a cop.
Well, they're both police officers.
Yeah, and there's a big story about some fraternizing and some marital stuff and blah blah blah, and it's on YouTube. You can go check it out. I'm just going off of what I see on YouTube. I'm just trying to get some right answers and correct answers.
And highlight the good stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a conflict of interest, you know, because if I had a complaint against what's his name.
We highlighted Officer Tooley, Officer Clark. We don't just go out there and be like harass you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
Like
trying to
to
keep you
highlight
guys
the good
accountable because
you guys are-
there's no body cams. You know what I mean? So we use our cameras to do that, and most of you guys are all right. Like I said, you meet your few in between that had a bad night or fought with their old lady before they came to work and they got an attitude. But you know what I
Wanna beat
mean?
everybody up and
Other
they
than
put their
that,
uniform.
the only thing I got a gripe with Haverhill is mostly the buckle up shit, because it's right on your car, but none of you guys do it. So that makes me want to put out a video, rules for thee, not for me. And then that catches people's eyes, and then they see that, and after I put out like 300 or 400 videos of you guys just driving away with no seatbelts on, and then you guys pull somebody over for a seatbelt, they're gonna give you a hard time about it.
Yep.
So you guys are making your own bed, so you guys are gonna have to lay in it. You know what I mean? I don't know who tells you, the sergeant or the upper hand, or don't put your seatbelt on. You don't have to. Them rules don't apply to us or something. I don't know. Myself,
A lot of veterans.
I'd like to be safe, you know what I mean? If I'm in a crash, I like to not get thrown out of the car. And I would think the same thing for you officers, because you guys are speeding more than I am. But because you guys got to rush places and stuff like that.
A lieutenant now? Did he get promoted or still sergeant?
Which one?
Fogarty. Glenn?
Yeah, he's still sergeant.
Still sergeant. Thought he got promoted for some reason.
Well, it isn't in conflict of interest, because if somebody makes a
she's a
complaint against him,
professional standards, right.
it goes to her, and then she sees her husband's name and says, "Oh, put that to the side. We
call
can't
him
have
over."
that," right? You know what I mean?
Give me that.
It's a big conflict of interest for the people. You know what I mean? For
I won't
for
come
anybody
home
that
tonight if
gets
you don't throw
involved
that
with
away.
that. No, but it was nice to meet your officer, Brady, right?
Yes, sir.
Brady, yeah.
Okay, and so you'll see me out here. You probably already heard about me. The guy with the silver car, they know my name. You guys ran my plate. You used
Many times.
abused your authority and ran my plates for nothing, and then step out of the car and say my name, first and last name, when I don't even live in this town. And I'm like, how do they know my name? Oh, because they ran my plate. That's why. Because I got a camera on them, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Guy with the camera
You're
ain't
not
gonna
doing
hurt
nothing
you.
wrong. You got nothing to worry about.
Hey,
Like,
show me one video where there's somebody out there taping their crime. Where's the video?
right.
There's zillions of videos out there. I haven't found one where somebody actually grabs a camera and goes and robs a bank with a camera, or does a crime with a camera. But
Or shoot somebody with a camera.
But you guys,
Sure, somebody will at some point.
I mean,
I know, right?
anything can happen in this world, right?
All right, guys, I'm ready to rob a bank, and stay tuned. And
Yeah.
People will do anything for
you
social
should
media
get
likes,
freaking clicked and views.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't do this for the views and shit. I do this to try
I'm
and
not saying
educate
you, but,
people.
like,
But there are
kids,
some out there.
Oh yeah.
Kids
Kids
especially.
get educated now from social media.
TikTok is the worst, and Snapchat.
How long you been a cop for?
10 years.
10 years, huh? Wow, and this is the first time we run into you? I guess you weren't out here with that big sting about 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
Nah.
Man, you guys pulled over about 60 cars in 3 hours. It was on you, state police, the Knox, I guess it was just put forth to you guys. Pull as many cars as you over, we're doing a sting.
It was crazy. It was
And
wild.
I just happened to come upon it, so I had to go live, of
We
course,
got 9 videos out of that, Brady. 9.
Yeah, I watched a couple of your videos.
Yeah.
It's the same as any other auditor.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, just different situations, different police officers, because you never know what you're in for. See, people say to me, you're crazy the way you talk to them. No, I don't talk to any cop like that unless he wants to infringe on my rights or disrespect me as a man, you know what I mean?
Or be passive aggressive.
Right,
and
you know,
freaking, like, come
it's
on,
like-
stop.
Respect's a two-way street.
Right,
Correct.
exactly. So I get people that got cops in their family, and they see my videos, and then they comment on me, "Oh, you're harassing the police." No, the Constitution says that I can do this as protected activity, First Amendment. So,
Our goal is to get good interactions and highlight, like,
but it's hard to find, like I said. In yourself, I feel that I found it so far in yourself. You know what I mean?
so far three.
Because you weren't a smart ass, you weren't nothing. You rolled the window down when I came over. I was just checking on to see if you had a seatbelt on, but
Well, he is parked. So.
Technically, I'm not driving.
Right.
well, but
Right.
still,
That.
technically, when you guys pull up on a car, right, and the guy's sitting in the driver's seat and he's got a buzz on and shit, and the keys ain't even in the ignition, you charge him with driving under the influence. Technically,
So Brady. So the ones that are tyrants. Grab this.
Oh yeah.
The ones that are tyrants. We pull this out.
We never know what he's saying because we don't speak that language.
Right.
But
We've been looking for an officer to help us out here because we got him on a ride along, and we don't understand nothing.
we're gonna turn this little piggy. We're gonna turn him. We're gonna flip him right over to a civilian. Check him out, people.
It's more for
It's
comedy,
comical, you know. Some cops that'll set him off and like, dude, that little mother, you know what I mean? It's like, I'll get him, and you know.
You can't be like.
You can't
Gonna have tough skin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta know when to bite your tongue and not, right? Because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you
and
a veteran?
I am.
You served?
Yeah, I did. I was in the Army 6.5 years, active duty.
all right.
Did you
Iraq,
talk?
Afghanistan.
Really?
Yes, awesome.
Good for you, man.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Mad
definitely.
respect for the military, man.
And that's
What you
another
guys
thing.
do.
You know, we'll get people to come up to us and say, "What are you doing filming the cops?" Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Or even veterans who come, "What the fuck are you doing?" Blah blah. It's like, dude,
Or
you're
they-
a veteran.
or they violate your First
You
Amendment.
fought for the very reason why I'm out here, and you're asking me why I'm doing it. You don't remember. You don't remember why you fought for the country, huh?
Or the oath they took.
Some
know?
people don't know the Constitution.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you? Do you know it?
Yeah.
You know the First Amendment, the 5 elements?
Yeah. Right to, like what? Freedom of press and stuff like
Freedom of
that.
speech, freedom of press,
speech. It's
freedom
all
to-
Freedom
goes
of
together.
speech,
to assemble,
Freedom of
right?
speech, freedom of
Good
press.
freaking job, dude.
Yeah.
See that shit?
Yeah,
As
so
many videos as I've seen.
Right, I've probably asked, 200 cops that, and not one of them would, it's like, either you know it or you don't. If you don't know it, just say it, right? Don't act like you don't say you know it, and then don't tell me it, because then you look stupid, right? Then you
You're
don't
gonna
know
look
it.
Real good on YouTube.
Yeah, this guy's all right,
first
people.
time.
So the first time I ran into this guy in Haverhill, and
No, it's the first time that an officer
oh yeah, actually
cites
the First
the
Amendment.
First Amendment.
So that's what we do, right? So freedom of press. So that's what we're doing, right? And then you'll have somebody say, "Where's your press pass?" Who makes press passes? Nobody. Nobody. There's not
People
there's
that
not a
work at the
company
White
out
House,
there.
maybe?
Right?
Yeah.
They
Well, they only get passes to be at the White House.
Yeah.
But
well, the
there's no such
mainstream
thing.
media,
Yeah.
right? They have to. They're working for somebody. So they have to abide by them rules, right? And they have to.
Correct.
There's guidelines and policies that they
Fox,
got to.
Channel
But see,
25.
I make my own policies because I'm independent. And people say, independent? How can you be independent? I don't know. Why don't you look up the word independent and see what it
Work for
means?
ourselves.
And you'll see how I can be independent journalist. Everybody is. All they got to do is open up their phone because everybody got one, and there's cameras everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, and they can be FOIA requested, and people don't notice, and this
It makes
is what,
our job easier with all the cameras.
yeah,
Yeah, it does.
You know,
It keeps
that's
you
why-
guys- it keeps you guys safe.
Accidents,
Yep.
that's why that's what I'm going for. I got low there body cameras, okay. Haverhill's next because that way the accountability's on both sides. You got the camera stuff, and then if you're being filmed by somebody, they got their camera stuff. So it can't be edited, or one can't be edited. You know what I mean? To not match the other one, and so it is good for cameras. It also, for your discretion, it takes that away from you because if you're at a scene, I used this one before, like a domestic. You got called for domestic, and it was just a simple argument. There's nothing you can do, right? There's no crime. Because people
threats.
argue, right? It's not against the law to argue.
Go to a
It's when it
bar.
gets physical or verbally threatening is when you guys can step in because that's called a reasonable articulate suspicion, right? Now you got probable cause to go forward with something. And
But it's a good meeting you officer.
and that's how it
right?
goes.
Yes, sir.
You will be highlighted as a good guy, and you probably won't be in this video, but I'm going to put together a video with the good guys in Haverhill. You will be in this video, but not highlighted as a good guy. They'll figure that out for themselves by watching it. You know what I mean? That you're
comments.
decent, you're cordial, and you listen. And he knows the Constitution. Maybe this guy should get another job in the training center on teaching the rookies,
training others.
right,
Yeah.
on the Constitution
Yeah, that's a good idea.
because
I'm an SDO, so I do teach new officers.
oh,
you do?
that's
Okay.
awesome. So that's good to know
Good.
because
I worked at the academy too.
I was in Lowell and I had caught Lawrence police training in the College Stadium in Lowell, and it was kind of weird to me. But their training wasn't anything to do with the Constitution and civil rights. It had to do with them protecting themselves and hurting the person, the perpetrator, or whoever they were dealing with. So it was basically like an
Restraint moves.
ultimate fighting
Oh, no,
fighting
defensive
thing. You know what I mean?
tactics, bro.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
the defensive
But
tactics.
the way they were doing it, it looked like, you know, I stumbled upon, you know, a workout for ultimate fighting and shit. So, and I told my people that, you know what I mean? It's like, are they training the right way here? They are physically, but mentally they need training also, so they know how to protect their own ass and the whatever PD they work for, right? Because if you do something wrong, and it got to do like with federal, and it screws with your qualified immunity, then you're on your own. You lose all, you know, anybody that was gonna
Yeah,
take
by
your side
violating
and
policies
actually,
and
right,
procedure.
exactly. So, you know, and violating somebody's constitutional rights, like Jimenez, female officer, Jimenez. I did a short video on her that was sent to me. She arrested some dude for exercising his Fifth Amendment, okay? Right to remain
Jimenez?
silent.
Yeah.
So she didn't like it, hurt her feelings, and she fucking arrested him for disorderly. Now, I showed up days later after I posted the video, got a few thousand views on it the first day, and I was out here, and we just happened to come up on her. So I went to her cruiser while she was parked at the park, and I come up on her, and she rolled the window down. She was cordial in the beginning, but as soon as I said, hey, there's a video about you out on YouTube, it all went sour then when I told her, you know, the guy was right. You can't arrest somebody for your feelings. She said, no, that's your opinion. And she must have said it at least 5 or 6 times. And I finally had to say, no, that's not my opinion. That is law. It's on paper. Okay? You need to read the law. Okay? I said, because if you pulled this shit on me, there'd be a federal lawsuit on you, period. Because you guys cannot be the complaining on a disorderly. Because if you guys had the power to be complaining on a disorderly, and you seen somebody that you didn't like, or you seen somebody in your past that you had a problem with, you could slap the cops on them and say they were disorderly. So the Constitution put a stop to that and says that you guys cannot be the complaining on a disorderly. But you guys do it anyways, and I tell people that watch my videos, this is how it goes. When you guys do that, right, it doesn't go to the Superior Court, it doesn't go to the Supreme Court, it goes to the District Court. The District Court don't give a shit. They don't look and say, well, were the civil rights violated here? No, they just run it through. So they're going for a disorderly charge, whoever's got it, and they got to fight it in court, even though a cop can't be the complainant on it, but the judge is allowing this to go through their courts because it's a district court, and, you know, they don't look at shit like that, right? I'm just, you know, and
Disorderly conduct's only like, you know, I believe it's like a $50 fine. And like
yeah, but it's
first
still a
offense.
arrestable
Yeah.
offense, you know what I mean? You still put the cuffs on somebody, but the main thing I'm trying to teach police officers is they can't be it. You guys are doing it and getting away with it, and I tell you guys how you guys are getting away with it through the district courts. Believe me, if the district court wasn't there and they had to go to Superior, you guys wouldn't be arresting nobody for disorderly and being the complainant on it. You'd have to solicit a complaint, you know what I mean? And then if you're caught doing that, then you're screwed.
That's another charge.
You know, it's like telling one little lie turns into what? A bunch of lies, right? If the person continues to ask questions on that lie. So, I mean, we're taught this as young kids, you know what I mean? I don't know, some cops, they get the badge and the gun in the cruiser, and they think they're untouchable. And I hate to say it, Jimenez is one of them, because she's dumb. She don't want to take nobody's advice, because she knows everything, you know what I mean? Because she went and became a cop in 6 months. Like, I can go become a cop. Most auditors got felonies and shit. I ain't got no felonies. I've been arrested, but I ain't got no felonies. So that's out the window too. Whoever puts that up on YouTube, that most auditors got records and shit, because that's bullshit. I'm living proof. I don't have no record. They tried getting a felony. They tried getting 2 felonies on me for calling them a piece of shit and everything else like that, because they were disseminating my public information, my personal information to
Doxing you.
people that were nefarious, asking me why I was filming the cops, what's your name, blah, blah,
Got
blah.
coffee thrown
And
on
then
them.
you got cops, because, you know, they don't like me in Lowell. They start saying, oh, that's blah, 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 you know what I mean? And it's like, whoa. You could say my first name, I don't care. You could say my last name, I don't care, right? Put them together, right? And you pinpointing that particular person.
Exactly.
Because I never got a summons from the court saying my last name, we want you in court. It's my first, middle, and last name, right? So they know who exactly what you're dealing with.
Right.
So when a cop says your first and last name, and he knows you do a YouTube channel or you post it on social media, it's called doxing.
Cyberbullying, yeah.
It's called doxing. It's a federal offense against the police officers and anybody in authority. You know what I mean?
He was
That works
talking
for
to
the government.
Officer Welch like that, right? He's like, calm down, buddy. Why you getting? I said, Officer Welch, that's just the way he talks. It's not personal.
Because
with you.
I kind of get worked up when I'm doing this shit, because of all I've seen with the police and all the disrespect I've gotten from them because of a camera. You know what I mean? Only because of a camera. Like I said, have I been an asshole to you? Was I an asshole to you at any time? No, because I'm not. Because I respect the police. We need the police, but we need the right police. You know what I mean? Not ones that want to go out and make money for the city. You know what I mean? The ones that actually are looking for true crimes. Not. I'm not talking infractions. Okay, it's an infraction, right? I get it. You guys got good tools as of that situation. People driving around and doing an infraction. Yeah, pull them over. They got an ID and shit. You know what I mean? Do. That's the steps you guys are looking for, right? And it's your discretion to see if if you want to give this guy a ticket or not. Was it real? Right. If they're willing to accept an education or not, and you determine in your thought and mind at that moment if this is right. You know what I mean? And no, I'm going to let this guy go. You know what I mean? If he starts giving you a sob story, I mean, he's looking to get out of it.
All right, partner.
How you doing, bro?
Question.
What's up?
Let me ask you something. You see that crazy lady right there?
Yeah.
There's nothing y'all can do to help that lady. Let me tell you what happened.
Valerie?
Only reason why, that one right there, the one that's in the water thing now.
She's watering the plants, right?
Well, I don't know what she's doing, but the bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the other day, me and my wife walking, because we do early morning shopping. We goes to the Molars, walking home, coming through here, walking home, and the bitch started talking shit like, oh, another white lady with a black guy. I'm like, what? No, she did not just go there.
No
And
way.
wifey was ready to punch her. I was like, no, she's sick. She's not all there, Mom. Don't do it.
Right.
You'll go to jail.
Yeah, I know.
They need to do something with her because she does it to everybody.
We just
I know
walked by
we've
her.
tried to get her services.
I know y'all have.
You know,
I've seen y'all.
We can
She's
till we're
straight
blue in the
bubblehead.
face. but
Right,
if they don't want it,
She's a
there's
straight
nothing you
our
can
hands
do.
are tied, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, anything like that happens again, you always call us.
We
No
walked
doubt.
by this
No
morning.
doubt.
And she's like, you better pay me my fucking money. Pay me the money you fucking owe me.
Dude, the
But I
way she
ignored
did
it.
it,
I
man,
kept
I'm like,
going.
what the fuck?
That's
I'm like,
that's
this
sad
lady's
because
crazy, Mom.
because
Come on.
obviously she's not
Come
right
on,
in her
Mom,
mind.
she's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
She's not all there.
But hey,
That's why I
I
wouldn't let my
appreciate
wife put
you,
her hands
on
Officer
her.
Brady,
Be
man.
guys.
I'll see you around,
yo,
and
have
then
a
All
good
right,
one.
Officer
Right,
Brady,
wait.
man.
God bless.
please talk to your
Hey,
comrades,
y'all
man.
have a
Tell
good
them
day, man.
I'm
I
not
see
an
you the other
asshole,
day
but don't
working too. Someone
don't
on
think
the
you're gonna
house,
cross
and
that
that's
line with me
all.
because you're at work, right?
that's what
Just
you
like I'm at work.
recording.
This is what I do. I do this part time. As soon as I put down my belt for roofing and shit, which is gonna be soon because I've been doing it 34 years and I can't stand this shit. There's no money in it no more. You know. I'd rather just not kill myself because I'm getting older and I got to look at my health. I'm over 50, so and I've been doing it for 34 years and it's not getting no easier. It's getting harder, and it's just crazy. But best thing, like you said, you do training and stuff. Train these guys, let them know.
do.
If you come upon an asshole that wants it mouthed off to you, just in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? Until he actually breaks the law. Don't act like an asshole to him because believe me, I got a lot of people that watch my shit, right? And my shit also goes out on several other channels. They got 500,000 subscribers. I'm just a small guy right now because I've only been doing it a year.
Yeah.
But I'm getting, and people are actually paying attention to my shit. So, not for nothing, but eventually, like I told the other police officers, everybody when you pull them over is gonna fucking take out the camera, and you're not gonna be able to ID the passenger just because you want to get his ID and run into and see if he's got any warrants. It doesn't go like that. You know what I mean? The Constitution says that we're not to be infringed upon by any government agency. That's why it was written. That's why it was rewritten. I actually have a shirt that says, 1776. The Constitution needs to be reread, not rewritten. Which is true because nobody, it was written so long ago that 100 years plus 200 years and everybody's forgetting about their rights. You know what I mean? Where the government sends out, these hard ass guys, that don't care about nobody's rights, not even their own, because if they were in that situation, they wouldn't like it done to them. But they don't even that doesn't even cross their mind, right? That thought. But anyways,
I told her we're gonna be moving before that time.
okay, yeah. So I'm gonna leave you with that. And like I said, I hope you like throw some of that out there, other than like physical training, give them a little knowledge upstairs, because we all know knowledge is power, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
So that's why I guess the police don't like me, because I know a lot about what they can do and what I can do towards them, and what they can do towards me, and what they can't do towards me, and what I can't do towards them, or anybody else walking the street. You know what I mean? It's not about violence, because we don't want violence. Violence is the fucking the dead zone in this society. You know what I mean? Everybody resorts to violence. They kill people, and that's just crazy. You know, they call on their parents. It's crazy. You know, people just need to wake the hell up, represent themselves the way everybody should represent themselves. You know what I mean? Non-criminal. I'm not doing nothing. I shouldn't be bothered by the police. If the cops want to pull me over for something, other than, you know, an infraction, then they're gonna get it from me, right? Because that's why I get my body. I got body cam too. I have body cams before the local police, but I got my front cams, my rear cams, my inside cams, and it's better than your shit. Better than I got Wi-Fi in my car. Okay, so it pinpoints origin of time, place, everything. So if a cop says to me, you were doing 40 in that section right there, and that's why I pulled you over, I'm gonna give him the opportunity to back out of that, and let him know that I got it on camera. I won't tell him now. It does point of origin, because that's important, because that when the blue lights go on, that's the detainment right there, right? And that's where it starts, and so he got to back up why he's pulling me over, you know. And right before I go, real quick, in California this past year, they just passed a new law that California police, the first thing they have to say to you is why they pulled you over. If that incident. And
I feel like that when you do that diffuses
right.
the
So
whole
so if I was just driving and I did no infractions, right, and this cop pulled out in back of me and he pulled me over, of course I'm gonna pull over, right? He comes up to my window, I roll my window down a little bit, because I don't crack it all the way. I roll it down a little bit, just enough to hand out the any paperwork I got to if I have to. And he says to me, I pulled you over for this. I know my cameras are going. Oh yeah, by the way, just like your cameras, well, you don't even got dash cams, huh? Usually there's a mute button, you know what I mean? I can mute it when I want and when I don't want to. As soon as they pull me over, the mute comes off. So the conversations, and my camera comes out. So he's not only on one camera with audio, he's on two. And he sees that, and that kind of like changes their mind a little bit on what's going to come out of their mouth next, you know what I mean? But that's the best thing you can do, is tell the person why you're pulling them over, because, like I said, if they're just cruising in their own mind, they didn't do nothing wrong. Maybe they went to a freaking yellow light or something, you know what I mean? Or they didn't completely stop at a stop sign. They didn't realize it. It's good for the person getting pulled over to know why they got pulled over. So then they're not in the wrong state of mind, right? And de-escalate it too, right?
Any conflict that they get.
Exactly. So you know why I pulled you over, and blah blah blah. But then there's episodes where, you know, I got cameras, and I've been pulled over once since I've been doing this, and that was in Belmont, New Hampshire, and I had just left a concert. It was late at night, cruising down 106, doing 45, 47 miles an hour. I see him sitting off in the bushes, only when I got right up on, because they got black cruisers with ghost lettering. So the bend come up like this, and I had flicked my lights for the cars coming to warn them. I'm cruising, like I said, 40, 45, 47. He's literally a mile behind me now, because it's been like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, right? All of a sudden I see blue lights. He's coming at me like a fucking 120 miles an hour. He pulls me over. I just got a sticker 2 weeks prior to this in Lowell, okay? And he told me why he pulled me over. A plate light. In my head, there's no fucking way. I just got a sticker, right? So I gave him a hard time. I put my license in the window, and he said, no, that's not how this is going to go. And I said, that's exactly how this is going to go. My window was down this much. And he ended up actually realizing that it was how it was going to go, because what I was speaking to him was the law. If I put my license in the window, that's all somebody has to do. By giving it to you, now you're seizing my license. You're seizing my identity, okay? And yeah, that's okay if I hand it over to you, but most people don't know that you don't have to hand your license to a police officer when you're pulled over. You put it in the window, they write down the information, they go back to their car, they run your information, they go off of that, right? Even like, for example, if my car's parked somewhere and you want to put a ticket on it, right? Because it's at a meter and the meter ran out, you don't need the person driving. You go off the plates. The plates goes to the, you know what I mean? The ticket goes to the
They go
plates.
off the infraction.
You know, and that's that, you know. So when a cop says, yeah, I gotta have your ID and blah blah blah, and no. You get my ID, you go right to your machine, you run it for warrants. That's the first thing you do. You know what I mean? And I know this because I FOIA requested the shit, and you know, like I said, I do it part-time. When I get into it, I'm gonna get into it like beyond a reasonable doubt, people. This is exactly how it happened, and these police officers are breaking the law. That's what it's going to come to in the end with me. But until then, you know, I'm just going to scrape the surface on you guys right now. But you've been awesome. I appreciate you listening, and
Take care.
I'll leave this with you one more time. Please, educate them in the mind. You know what I mean? I'm counting on you, lady. Take care, buddy.
Take care.
So he's a good guy, man, and he trains officers. So let's hope that he does the right thing and educates them in the mind instead of, you know, physically how to hurt somebody and get yourself out of something. All right, peace for now, people.